It's the Zach Sang Show. Zach Sang Show.
You remember?
Oh.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I just say, you guys were like the only ones I specifically requested. Can we try to like come back again?
Like, can we look at you for a second? Like,
You look like an angel.
Yeah, you look amazing.
You floated on in here.
Zach Sang Show, Monica
Oh.
the Medium has walked into the studio looking hotter than ever.
That is correct.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, so like, be real with me right now. The change in the television,
Yeah.
did that affect the look?
100%.
Yeah?
I mean, like, let me make sure that yeah. Okay, cool.
So this changed your appearance? Did it change like the little pressure associated with it a little bit?
I would say that watching yourself on TV is a wake-up call in many ways.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just watching yourself interact with your friends and dating and your family, like it makes you want to change anything that you're like, oh, I'm not like that's like super happy about that, or I'm not really proud to watch that about me, you know?
Yeah.
And so it kind of applies to a lot of things, but definitely, the camera adds 10 pounds, but then you're like, oh my God, I really need to lose 10 pounds and then some. Because you're like, I just had this epiphany. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like when I was watching back, I was like, like eating like Cheez-Its and fried pickles and, you know, mozzarella sticks and pizza and drinking beer at every meal. It's like, what am I doing?
I mean, it's college life,
it's
really. Don't
college.
beat yourself up over it.
But it was just kind of like a wake-up call that for me, like I should just start making healthier choices.
I get that.
Yeah, it was a great motivation, and I now feel better and happier than ever.
Mama is looking hot.
Thanks, guys. You're so sweet.
Where are we at with guys? I mean, they must between TV, between the look. I mean, we must be doing well.
Things are very well. Yes,
Yeah?
very, very well. I mean, I don't know exactly how much I can say without like spoiling it for the viewers this season.
It's going to play out in season 2 of Monica the Medium on Freeform, baby.
On Freeform tonight. 10/9 Central. Sorry, shameless plug.
No.
But yeah, no, you'll see me this season going out to San Diego, and there's a whole lot of new things and new roommates, new boys, dating scene, the whole thing.
No girls yet, though, right?
No girls.
You're young.
Oh my God.
What do the spirits think of that? Are the spirits pro marriage equality? Pro
Oh,
do what you want?
100%. And if my mom wasn't going to listen to this later, I would say something funny, but we'll wait till later.
I'll assume that the spirits caught you hooking up with a chick. Okay? Will they tell on you?
Mom, go away!
Oh my God.
Okay, before we get into talking, about life and everything.
Yeah.
Are we right now? We are open to spirits. Are you open?
It's off.
It's off right now.
The thing is, it's like today I'm just making the rounds with everything. So it's on a day like today, if I want to make it, our show airs at 10 p.m. guys. Like if I want to make it to 10 p.m., I just can't be giving readings. I'll be passed out. I'll be so exhausted.
I totally
and
understand
it's my premiere day, so I want to be like lively and get to celebrate a little tonight. So.
Are you? At what point now has your gift turned into a party trick?
It's not a party trick.
It isn't, but people might see it that way.
People may see it that way. I will say, I'm not gonna lie. Occasionally, if you were to offer me a couple shots right here, a spirit may start coming through. You never know.
Heather, get the Jameson.
Seriously, go grab the booze. Keep going.
Let's get Monica drunk. I mean, if you're, I always say you can't give readings hammered or drunk or anything, but if you have 1 or 2 drinks, it loosens you up just a tad to where you are a little bit more open. My lights might be off, but they might start to flicker a little bit once you have a drink or two. So when you are in a party setting, it sometimes does happen, but it's not because it's let me try to make myself look cool at this party. It's only ever brought out because, I was trying to stay off the clock, but now I'm having fun, the energy's flowing, drinks are flowing. So you know what? Your mom really wants to come through. I'm going to give you a message. So but
and there's always that internal conflict. I know we talked about the last time you were here.
Every day.
I mean, because what do you? It must be so challenging to say no. Mm-hmm. You must feel selfish.
Well, it's. I don't know what's harder, saying no to all of you guys, like here in the physical world when everyone's asking, or saying no to spirit when they're asking. Because it's one thing to tell, the people that you're in the room, like, sorry, like, I just really can't today, versus like a dead person standing next to you, like, excuse me, hello, I'm here. I'm like, so that's the part that's almost harder.
Which is harder for you?
Honestly, I would say for right now, I'm a people pleaser. And so, at the end of the day, like, the people that I have to like see in person, obviously, I do feel guilty because you don't want to have to see someone's face or like get all sad. Yeah. And I'm not to say that I don't do it, because I do it all the time. You see it on the show, and it's not just on TV. Just the other day, I was at Ralph's, the grocery store, and I was in aisle getting dog food, and a woman, I was giving a reading, and she lost her daughter. It was like really sad. And the guy that I've been seeing, and you'll see that I go on a couple dates with this guy on the show. I get back, and I swear he was kind of like, wait, really? That's what you were doing? That's what you were taking like forever to come back? Like, because I was just supposed to grab it, and I took forever because I was giving a reading. I was like, what? Do you think I only did this on TV? Like, if you're gonna continue seeing me, get used to this.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
I mean that kind of pisses me off too, because you took time for that. I mean, maybe because it means nothing to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that really just meant the world to that woman.
Well, and it was and it was just like, well, and that's the thing. And the other part of it too is people sometimes think that when I'm saying, oh, like I can't give a reading right now, it's because I'm trying to be selfish. But it's also because you have to learn in this, and you have to understand that in this work, you're not the only one asking. Yeah. That everybody is asking. And so I do, and some might say it's selfish, but it's really not. It's just you have to pick and choose so that you're not like just draining yourself to the point where you're going to start resenting this gift and not wanting to do it. So like me saying no to people, so that then like the other day doing this reading at the grocery store for this woman whose husband backed over their 4-year-old daughter. It was just most tragic. So can you imagine how much this family has been through? That not only has she lost a child, but how do you look at your husband who she's riding her bike, like their child's riding their bike while he's pulling? I mean, it's just very tragic. How can you not stop to give that person a message? It's not to say that, I hate to say that any loss is more significant, but there are times where I'm like, I'm sorry, but this person, I have to stop what I'm doing. Yeah, whereas, I'm really sorry you lost your grandmother, but, it's just, it is a little bit different.
Well, it's hard. I mean,
yeah, it's both hard. It's both significant loss. It's not, I'm not trying to take it away from somebody. The fact that, like, maybe you have lost a grandparent versus a child, but there is a difference.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with, like, how it affects the family today. I mean, that's just... This, I can't even. I can't even. By the way.
Exactly.
I think we need to celebrate, though.
Okay, this doesn't mean I'm going to start bringing through spirit, but
it's
I will.
Fine.
I will have one.
Mama wants tequila?
I mean, I have blood.
Can we get some cups?
That's my favorite.
That's the one thing we forgot.
But does that mean everyone does it too?
Yeah, we'll do shots with you.
I say we take one tequila shot.
Okay, yeah.
So this is where I'm like, okay, I really am a 22-year-old at the same time as I'm a media.
You have to. You balance each one.
I balance life.
And let's be real. Season 2 of your show is massive, so you deserve a big round of applause.
Thank you.
And we have some fam who works with you on that show, and dude, they all speak so highly of it. I watch it like crazy.
Wait, you have people who work on?
No, I know a lot of people who work on your show. And
okay. Not family, like fam.
Fam.
Okay, sorry.
Like, not like my mom is not like your camera operator.
Like, wait, Zach, you never told me that like your cousin twice removed is like our production assistant. Like what?
She's been serving you drinks.
Yeah, like oh my. Sorry. Well, okay, got it.
When you first came in and you did the show the last time, I had never seen your show, and immediately after you came on, I was hooked every week watching on Hulu.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I would come in, I'd be crying my eyes out on my couch. I'd be like, I'm telling you guys, it's real.
You need to watch this.
Oh, I was so into it.
Well, if you're into it, wait till you watch this season, because I'm telling, I've said this to everybody. I'm not even kidding you guys. It's 1,000 times better. Like, for one, obviously, San Diego is not like a terrible backdrop.
No,
like, it is
not
beautiful.
at all.
It is absolutely beautiful, and I think with just everything, the new roommates and our new roommates are so awesome. They bring such like a fresh energy to the show, and like there's really just fun, and it's just the whole thing is exciting. Obviously, there's new guys. I'm excited for the shot.
Keep going.
New guys. It's a new city. I'm doing larger events that you get to see me do for the first time, and so that's fun because in an event, you know that that like obviously there's not just one reading. There's like so many readings going on, and it's live, and so it's like that is obviously as real in the moment. Like when people question, oh, it's just TV. It's like, well, then come to one of my live events, which I'm having one in LA on this Friday, in West Hollywood. If you guys want to come,
just invited myself.
Well, you can come for free if you want to come.
I want to go so bad right now.
We are in town.
If you guys come and bring some friends, you can come for free, obviously. So
He's
yeah,
so mad.
Yes.
I'm really upset.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm really upset.
Oh.
No, because I'm a massive fan right now.
Yeah, no, I would love for you to get to see me live because I always feel bad when you guys are like, oh, like, are you feeling anything? And I don't go in because it might not be the right time right now.
Of course.
But watch me do, like on Friday, I'll do a ton of live readings in front of the audience. Like it just comes through and I get to as many people as I can.
Okay, I want to get into that. Let's take a shot to season 2 of Monica the Medium on Freeform. We are all of age. Congratulations.
What's that? Someone say. Yeah.
You want Jaeger instead?
No, I'm happy. I'm a tequila girl.
Oh.
That was great. Am I the only one that's like,
no, I hate tequila so much.
I'm 100% fine.
Yeah, Mama's straight chilling. And oh, wow.
That's great.
Well, are you still in college? You graduate yet?
Huh? No, I'm still in. I'm steadily going through. So I, moving out to San Diego, I didn't want to completely just give up on college. So I've been taking some classes at just a local community college, Miracosta College.
Cool.
And I can transfer that back to my degree at Penn State if I do decide to finish that up. But yeah, I'm just taking my time. I'll yeah.
I mean,
it'll be like 2030 when Monica the Medium graduates. It'll be season 50 of Monica the Medium. Krista, we need to get to math class with my cane.
I mean, that was a hard move because your mom and your dad, I mean, they were very pro school against almost everything else.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my God.
How has that relationship been with your mom?
You know, my mom, she has really come a long way in how she views this gift and what I do. Obviously, there are still times that she's like, Monica, I pray for you every night. You know, I just want to make sure you're not talking to the devil. Like, she always says that.
I love when you do mom voice.
God bless her heart. Like, I feel so bad because I know that, like, for me, it doesn't. Obviously, that's not crossing my mind. Like, oh, the devil's possessing me. No, of course not. But for my mom, it's like her upbringing, her background, like her Costa Rican, like Catholic family, like that stuff that they are taught growing up that it may not be a gift from God. Like, so I understand her concern or her worry, but I can just picture her like every night, like literally praying like the decades of the rosary or something. And I'm just like, Mom, but she really has come a long way. And now she can text me and be like I saw this article. Like she really is finally coming around and is happy for me. And same with my dad. He was never not supportive.
Yeah.
He just was, I could tell. He was like, I'm happy as long as you're successful, honestly. Like he has 4 daughters. He's like, I can't really support all you guys. So like, please, do something that if you can do that for a living too, great. But I didn't think, or I know that he wasn't really sure what to think of it as far as like, is this legit?
Yeah.
And so, and this is what I mean by seeing me live in an event is way different than watching it on TV or a clip on YouTube or anything. And my dad had never actually like witnessed where he could actually hear the full reading kind of a thing. But he went to my first event that I did in San Diego with James Van Prague, another big medium. And so my dad sitting out in the audience and my sisters were there too. They came out for a visit. And I could just like see like, you know, by the end, like the look on his face was just like, wow, like a full transformation. So it's very,
how validating is that for you?
It's amazing. I mean, who doesn't want their dad not only to support what they do, but to not think that you're a fraud or like a con artist. Like obviously I want him to see that this is real and it's a beautiful gift. So I was very happy to have them there.
Is it weird taking your beautiful gift and adding such a business sense to it? Because, I mean, you are now one of the few television mediums.
Yeah,
we have
weird.
We have Monica.
Yeah.
We have Long Island.
Yeah.
We have John Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
We have that kid on E.
Yeah.
What do we think of the kid on E, the blonde kid?
Well, the only thing, no, he's nice. And I was texting him last night trying to see if he wanted to get together to get dinner because we've been texting over the last almost a year now. Not a year, but we've been texting since the fall at least.
Is that a smart move to be texting with him?
Well, he reached out to me first like by following me on Twitter and like messaging, like I followed back and he messaged me and we exchanged numbers and we had been texting. He was like, I really like admire everything that you're doing. I've seen your show. Like he was really nice.
That's nice.
And I have nothing, like I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of him, so I don't have like so much to see. I won't ever judge a medium's like ability or comment on it, at least not until I see them live. Like I have
television
to see,
can't give you
I mean, yes, you can, but for me, it's funny because I do this work, but I will still be skeptical with whoever, no matter how great they seem to be. Like I want to see it live for myself so that I can have that same validation like my clients will have when they come see me live, that it's like you don't have to worry about TV editing because what you see is what you get. That's me. So like I would just want to see him live because that would be cool. But I mean, he's a nice guy. Try to get together with him for dinner and meet up, but our schedules still haven't worked out. But yeah. But the awkward thing is the guy that I've been dating, Tyler, his name is Tyler.
Same name.
So now when I talk about if anything comes up where I'm like, oh, blah, 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 Tyler, they're like, so Tyler, Henry, the media. So it's like, it kind of like, I'm like,
it shifts.
It gets a little confusing. So
we don't see this as fraternizing with the enemy.
No, not at all. This is my thing, and I will talk about this because it is something that I get kind of heated about.
Okay.
I do not like the competitiveness that I sometimes, and the medium community might get annoyed at me, but I'm just going to call them out because not all of them, the genuine ones are not like this, but there are some that are, that I don't like this, competitiveness amongst mediums that there sometimes will be. Because I'm like, look, we're all striving to do the same thing, which is to help and bring healing to people. And if you can't see that, and like if you are only thinking about yourself and your career, how can I get ahead? Then like, why are you doing this? What's the purpose? Like obviously, you're not a very genuine person if you don't want more people to benefit from this. So I think I always say there's enough dead people to go around. And if I only ever worry that it won't be, I don't want to take 10 steps forward in like showing the world like what this is and how it is a beautiful gift, and I'm trying to take away the negative stigma that people have against mediums like through my show and things like that. So when I do see another show pop up and things like that, I'm happy. Yeah. I just hope that it's shown in a positive way.
Of course, I mean, but it is hard, right? Because
Yeah.
it is a beautiful personal gift.
Yes.
Not only is it personal to you, but it's obviously personal to the person sitting across from
Of
you
course.
when you're doing a reading. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's a bigger business at stake.
Well, yeah.
It's a career.
It is like the whole business side of things. I think that luckily for me, I mean, well, I don't know. I, on one hand, I think I have some business like savviness, and it kind of comes naturally like with some of that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm totally at fault for this. I'm not a great especially at the beginning when I was handling everything on my own, like scheduling, like all this stuff. Like I am not claiming to be a really great scheduler, receptionist, like that kind of.
I love watching you
like,
do your own appointments on the show.
It's just, and I'm still, what's crap is like I still don't have someone really doing that for me. Like it's actually ridiculous. At this point, like I've started the whole process of trying to like hire an assistant.
Okay.
And I'm so busy that I haven't had the time to go through the applications that people have sent me to like potentially be my assistant. I'm like, Jesus, I can't even do that.
You
and
need
if
an
that's
assistant
I need
to
an
find
assistant to
yeah.
find an assistant. So yeah, I'm like still in the same boat, but like it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just, but I have gotten better about like just the whole process, but I'm not claiming to be a great businesswoman. That's not why people are coming. If people were to say, oh, like, I absolutely love the reading, but she took 4 months to get back to my email. Like, okay, well, I'm sorry that, that's not who I am. What I am is this girl who has this gift. So like, that's what I am going to give you.
You're
my
not
all,
led and fueled by business.
Yeah, like if I miss a business opportunity that anyone else would be like, that was right in front of you, could have done this or that. I'm like, whatever.
But are we thinking about touring? Are we going to start touring across the country?
Well, I am planning on hopefully doing a mini tour later this summer.
Cool.
All the info will be on monicathemedium.com, my website, and all my social media. But yeah, I'm going to hit like a couple of big cities is what I wanted to do. But yeah, and I'm like planning it all on my own too. Isn't that crazy?
Yo, that's badass.
It is badass because I mean the thing is these people want to come in and with everything that you do they want to like take over, like let's have you as a client, and in some regard it's really awesome and like helpful when you can have help in certain areas. But I always like, especially since if it's my first kind of mini tour, I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of do that with maybe some of my friends helping me out, and then maybe the next time around
go with a venue, like a promoter.
Yeah, promoter and all of that. But I mean, just going with the flow. This is what people be like, you're crazy, you should have somebody putting you across the country by now. Like, I don't know, but
I like the way you ride with things.
I just let it just go natural. I'm like,
you're
I
an
don't know.
organic type of person. When it happens, it happens.
And when it happens, yeah, exactly. So I'm like thinking about that tequila shot. I'm like, where'd that tequila?
You want some more?
I just want one more if you guys want one.
Yes. Heather, bring
There
back
she
the
goes
tequila.
I better
One more round.
better not get a call from Disney being like, excuse me, Monica the Medium.
Well, they aged your shows up 5 years or
Oh
something.
wait, except
We're good.
we're now freeform, so I apologize. So it's actually, I think this goes hand in hand with our new.
What's going on?
Well, since it's not ABC Family anymore, it's freeform. I think they would actually be like, okay, you can have a tequila shot on a radio show.
You can do it. Thank you, Heather, for doing this for us. Do you fear death in your life?
I think it's part of just like human nature to have some sort of fear. I'm not afraid of dying. I think everybody though still has a fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
And I never have claimed that I have all the answers. So I am not first. If I walked out and got hit by a bus, I know that I would be safe and at peace. I call it heaven, you can call it the other side, but I know I would be in this beautiful, amazing place. Yeah. So I'm not afraid of that if that were to happen. However, if I got cancer and I'm like, it's dragging out, obviously I think I would still be like afraid of just not knowing all the ins and outs of what to expect, of what it's gonna be like what it's gonna look like, because I might see a fraction of kind of what it's all about on the other side, but there's so much that I won't know until I'm also there. So yeah, so I think that's where I stand.
And to that I drink.
Yes.
Freeform, Monica the Medium. Shot number 2.
I have nothing in here.
Sweet.
Come on, come on.
From the bottle at this point.
You guys are the best.
Let's go.
Cheers to that. I love everyone's reaction. I'm like, fine.
You're killing it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
You guys are. I swear, I feel like maybe you guys got more because I'm fine. It might also be because. No, I can't drink anymore. This will then turn into the point. Look at my publicist said, no.
And at number 3, we stopped.
I mean, but these were tiny. These were probably half shots too.
Yeah,
So
they weren't too bad.
everyone at home can relax. We're not getting wasted in the studio. Like we're good.
Thank you. You need to ease their minds. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a lightweight, to be honest with you. Like,
well, yeah, me too. The thing is, I've been running around doing press all day that I haven't really eaten that much. That's my only concern is if I had another, if I had any more, I might start being like,
Gonna get turned.
But the thing is too, here's, I feel almost, is this so wrong of me that like, on one hand, I feel like I sometimes have to apologize for like having like a fun, wild side to me sometimes. But then I'm like, no, why should I? This is the thing that actually is frustrating is that like just because I do something that is like serious and emotional and like this beautiful gift doesn't mean that like I'm this nun. Like people sometimes like people will. This crazy part is like people have this image of me of being like this like perfect little like goody two shoes girl, but it's like no, I am just like everyone else too. Yeah. So like I go out with my roommates, we have wild fun nights. Like I date boys, like I do everything, and that's what you see in the show is that balance.
I saw that in season 1. I saw your roommates think one thing of you, and then slowly but surely, as the season rolls on, another side of you comes out.
Yeah. And yeah.
Which is called the average side.
The average side.
And we're in our early 20s. And I've had those same internal battles, right? Mm-hmm. Like where I'll go into a business lunch or a business dinner, I'll be like, I want to order a drink tonight.
Yeah, and you're just like, is that unprofessional?
Yeah, is it unprofessional of me? Should I not do that? Most of the time I end up going for the drink.
Yeah.
You know?
And do they then like thank you for that? Because they're like, hell, I really wanted a drink too.
Let me go for it. Sometimes. And sometimes they judge.
Oh.
That's happened.
But that's you. It's like we're young and I don't know. It's just, if there's anything that I've learned from this work as a medium and connecting to spirit, it's that enjoy the time here in this lifetime in this physical earth, like while you have it. Like enjoy it. Like life is short. Have fun. Be surrounded by the people you love, doing what you love and what you're passionate about, and like that's it. Like just be a good person. Like try to give back. Like do all those things. But like have fun.
Yeah. Does your connection with spirit grow stronger every day?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. And I actually, a couple of the press that I got to see, like the first episode even, or some of the stuff early, they're like, oh my God, your readings are getting stronger. I do attribute that to exercising now, like eating healthy and like I've lost like 25 pounds now. So like
I lost that much weight.
Yeah.
Wow. Mama looks good.
So literally, I think through that, like my energy's better when you're not like shoving yourself with like pizza and hamburgers. You have like, it's a clearer channel to connect to spirit. spirited. I don't know. The whole thing is just like, it's helped me. I have more energy. I sleep better, all that stuff. So my readings actually, I think, have improved and gotten stronger because of it.
Amazing.
Pretty awesome.
Do you have one-on-one conversations with spirit with nobody else sitting next to you?
Not like a crazy person, like, it's weird. Like,
no, I mean, like, will you go to them for guidance?
Yes.
Will you go to them for clarity?
Of course. In that way, again, it's not my own loved ones because I'm too close to my loved ones to be like, hey, grandma, what should I do today? Like, it's too close to me to be able to connect to my own loved ones. But I can connect to spirit, my spirit guides. Like, everybody has spirit guides, which are like, they're not guardian angels, but they're people who once lived here on Earth that are now on the other side, that are not relation to you, but have been assigned from the moment you were born to kind of help you in different areas of your life throughout this physical lifetime. And so, like, with spirit guides and that kind of thing, in meditation, I absolutely do connect and receive guidance from them and messages, and it's really beneficial. And everybody has that ability. You don't have to be a medium to be able to sit in meditation and get to a place where you will start to hear that voice in your head. And at first you might think, oh, that's just me telling myself that. But if you just keep doing it, it gets easier over time to trust and know when it's coming through from spirit, or if that's your intuition or whatnot, versus just like, oh, that's just me, like, saying, Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, I think everybody has. Look at your face. He's like, no.
I was just very confused. I think I was just as confused last time you were here.
Yeah, I love your face because you're just like, what is happening?
Well, are you saying there's like strangers looking after us?
I mean, they're not strangers because, no, they're not strangers because we would have known them in heaven or the other side before we were even born here in the physical world. Like, we, with our spirit guides, kind of go through our soul contract or to-do list for Earth School, and they're like, these are the things we're going to try to experience and learn and grow from, and in this time around kind of thing. And so, like, them. So right now they're a stranger because it's so in your subconscious, like, you don't actively remember. But once you return to heaven, like, once you are on the other side, you will just be reunited with these people.
So do you know your soul guide?
My main spirit guide her name's Lily, and she's my homegirl. She's really
cool.
She's really cool, and she has like long. She's actually kind of similar hair to me, but like longer and like very, very wavy, beachy kind of looking. She's very pretty.
I believe so heavily in everything you're saying.
I swear it's so clear to me. And like when I do the guided meditation too, you'll sometimes like feel like a hand on your shoulder, or like a chills up. Yeah, no, I made some of my friends do a guided meditation with me before, and they were like too scared that they had to be like, no, I'm done. I'm like they're like it's too real. So regular folks, people, like, you can try it on your own. Even just go on YouTube and type in like guided meditation for meeting your spirit guide. Okay. And it'll be, you can choose one that's 20 minutes or an hour, and you can lay there and you can potentially meet your own spirit guide.
I believe that so wholeheartedly because there's things in my life that I see clearer than ever.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't see it this clear.
Yeah.
I shouldn't see a path as clear as I do.
The thing is, I feel that it's like, since everybody has that innate ability to connect, and maybe you're not going to be connecting to dead people maybe the same way I do or some other mediums, but everybody has that intuition. You have, some may call it gut feeling, but you can trust, and if you pay attention to it, if you really do listen to it, it can help you so much. Like these girls or even these guys that are like, I don't know what to do with my life. Like, I don't know if I should date this guy or break up with. I'm like, gosh, if only they knew that you could get so many answers if you just took the time to like meditate on it, and like you won't get all of them, but it'll help you. It'll help steer you in like a clear direction and bring you so much like guidance. I don't know. I'm a big advocate for everybody, taking that time to try to strengthen and develop your own connection.
There was a moment that happened in the studio after your last visit. Do you remember it at all? Between Jill and Monica? Maybe? I don't know.
Yes.
Where Jill had been having these dreams, or she's had a dream.
That. Yeah.
And you knew...
I described it, right?
Yeah.
The girl in her buttons and her shoes and stuff.
Yeah, she described like word for word what it was.
Wow.
You knew exactly that dream.
That's pretty wild.
Is that spirit? Is that a different section of spirit?
I think in that regard, that was like your spirit guide showing me what you had seen. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm not like, because I remember that was kind of like a ghost or earthbound energy that you had kind of sensed or felt, correct?
Yes.
So it's not like I'm connecting, because I don't connect to ghosts. I connect to the safe and at peace loved ones on the other side. I don't like the paranormal, ghosty ghost, creepy stuff. So it's not like I was connecting to that little girl in the white dress. Like I was connecting to, your spirit guide showing me and making me feel like what you had gone through with that experience. Make sense?
Yes.
So.
All right, so you know how sometimes we're like, oh, I was sitting at my house or my mom's house and she died and the TV keeps turning on.
Yeah, that's spirit.
So if you were in that house, could you talk to the mom that died?
Well, if I was in that house, I would first sit down with whoever's mom that is. Like, that's going to be the strongest if I can be with the person. You know, because people always say, oh, can you just can you, especially after this weekend, everyone's like, can you talk to Prince? Like, let's hear about everything. I'm like, I can't just be like 1-800-HEAVEN, let me dial in on Prince. Like, if you put me with Prince's family or like somebody who's very close, then there's a chance that he would probably come through. But, you know, so in that regard, there are times where with energy in a home, I will pick up on it without being around the loved ones. But to really start to bring through messages and all the information, you have to be kind of sitting with their family. So, because they're not just going to come through for shits and giggles. Like, they want to. Yeah, they come through to give the healing to the person who needs it. Yeah.
So let's say you were with Prince's family.
Yeah.
Could you bring Prince through?
Yeah.
Is there a reading out there that you wish you could do? And is Prince one of them?
There's a reading that I really wish I could do. 2 readings, actually. I would really want to sit down with Oprah and give her a reading. I just think, like, giving Oprah a reading would be... Well, I just want to meet Oprah, and I feel like the only thing that sets me apart from anybody that... She's met medium, so it really... There's nothing that sets me apart, but really...
But has anybody read Oprah? Did John
I don't
Edwards
know.
read
I
Oprah?
wonder if anyone ever has, or if she'd even be open to it, but I
And
feel
he
like
was, like, the biggest, right? Like, he was the biggest, like, when Oprah was, like, on TV daily.
I think, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if anyone has, but I would love to meet her. And like, I feel like she's someone who gives so much to everybody that I would love to give something to her if she would want that. But also, if I were to choose somebody else to give like if I could read anybody or channel, maybe if you were more so talking about like channeling spirit, I don't know. I'd probably, again, I would choose someone living, actually, because I really would probably pick Taylor Swift. I know that's cheesy as anything, but I think that Taylor Swift also is one of those people that, like, yeah, she might be, like, very successful, make a lot of money, but she seems, at least to me, the energy I get from her is she actually is, like, very, like, down to earth and seems to, like, be a good person and always kind of giving and giving and giving. And so she's someone I feel like deserves to receive. And I don't think she has necessarily, like, any tragic, huge loss, but if she happened to want a reading, Taylor, call me.
But that's exactly... This is the thing where, like, it doesn't matter whether it's a grandmother or it's a friend. Either way, it's a gift that nobody else can ever give, and it's very hard to get it.
I think it's the one. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a reason why when, you know, I've been doing this press for this season, and then there was last season. I've met some, you know, at press events or whatever. I've met some celebrities, and it's interesting because that's not my thing of like all clients with celebrities. That's not. But it's funny how it is one of those things where, in a way, sometimes they were just as excited to meet me as I was to like meet them, even though I've been watching them on TV or maybe on a favorite show for years. And I'm like, oh my God, it's me. But they were like asking me questions, like just as interested and all these things. And I'm like, wow, because you do realize that it is something that you can't just get anywhere. You can't
Famous rich people can get anything else besides dead people.
Exactly. Well, that is. I mean, yeah, there are other mediums they could hire that could cater to what they need, but it's different. It is one of those things that, so. It's kind of cool. Like I even just more recently, I was at the launch for Shadowhunters a couple months ago and gave Sarah Hyland a reading at that party, and she was like, "I've watched your show," and I was like, "What? I've watched your show? I've been watching that reading." You know, so it's like that to me was crazy. I was
Do you
like,
pull Sarah aside and say, "Hey, I have a message for you"?
Well, she dragged me. She like I was my roommate Krista was actually talking to her boyfriend about something, and like I found Kristen, and she happened to be with Sarah Hyland and her boyfriend, the shadow hunter. What's his?
Dominic?
Yes, Dom. Yeah. And so it came up in conversation. She's like, I need to talk to you, and like kind of dragged me to like the corner of like, and we just ended up sitting down on the ground, drinks in our hand, of course. Yeah, we were sitting down on the ground, and I just kind of started sharing some things with her.
Is there pressure there that you need to deliver because Sarah Hyland has pulled me aside and sister wants what sister wants?
I mean, yeah, of course there's a little bit of that pressure, and obviously I feel like if it'd be a much stronger and better reading if it wasn't in the craziness of a huge party. But I can't really go into detail because of clients, not even client, but anyone I read, I won't go into detail. I don't think she would mind me saying that she had a reading. At least I hope not. I posted a picture about her when it happened. But cool. I do want to say, so I protect everyone's privacy. I won't say what came through at all, but I will say though that like, of course, like if there's somebody that, you admire or have watched on TV, like you do want them to be at least having a positive experience from it and excited about it. So
Monica the Medium and her spirits are not here for their health. They're here to tell you that Monica the Medium airs every Monday at 10?
Yeah.
9
10,
Central?
9 Central on Freeform.
Hell yeah. 10, 9 Central Freeform. Check it out every Monday. And the show's amazing. And if you don't catch it Monday on Freeform, it's on Hulu.
I believe
these episodes are going to be on Hulu too?
I hope so. I can't say that for certain, but
I have the Freeform app anyway.
Freeform app. It is free on the Freeform app, yes.
Okay. Either Hulu or the Freeform app after it airs live Monday, 10, 9 Central. Monica the Medium. And always a pleasure.
Oh, well, thank you. And thanks for the other kind of spirits.
Please.
At least I got to enjoy those.
Any questions, Jill, Dan, before we officially end? I know your mind is blown.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have time.
Yeah, I'm good.
Heather, you good in there? Your nanny's not gone yet. No messages you need?
No, I'm straight, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you guys. You're the best.
Pleasure, dude.
It's such a pleasure.